June 25th, kind of a replay from yesterday. This morning we're up early, the boat's hooked on. Yesterday on Belmont, we had a tough go. We didn't get nearly as many fish as I hoped we would. So today we're headed to Lake Seymour, which is a little closer. I have kind of a love-hate relationship. When I was younger, we used to have a cottage there. I know the lake like the back of my hand, but in the past, it's either been really good to me or it's been really, really bad. So it's a gamble. I want to fish largemouth. It's close. I'm actually a little tired today. Feel a little beat up. But tomorrow, Emma graduates grade 8. And the next day, Ashton has graduation for senior kindergarten. So we're not going to be able to vlog the next 2 days. So I'm going fishing. Let's get this done. Still looking for that great big 5-pounder. Seymour has lots of them. This could happen. All right, before we hit the lake, we're gonna start the morning off, start off most fishing trips. But I wanna tell you honestly, by not fishing tournaments, by cutting way down on driving the boat like a maniac, cut my gas costs from 2016 to 2017 to a quarter of them. Yesterday I didn't gas up the boat. Today I didn't gas up the boat. The other day I put 40 bucks in it. It's unbelievable by letting off that throttle, not making gigantic runs, how much money I've saved this year. If I ran it like I did during tournament time, we'd be able to vlog. Before Bass even opened, I'd have drained through the funds so fast, but going easy on the throttle has sure saved a pile of cash this year. So when you're looking for a boat and you think, oh, I don't want one of those great big bass boats because they're gas guzzlers, if you don't run the living snot out of it, they're not that bad on gas. It's not like pickup truck, and this thing is not even that bad either, but I've burnt way more fuel in my truck this year than I ever did in my boat. Pay for gas, then we're going to the lake. All right, we made it. Lake Seymour. It's a little chilly out this morning. We're gonna get them. A couple boats here. I heard the fishing, one guy just launched his boat, said the fishing was pretty tough yesterday. So we're gonna try to make things happen. Basically, I feel like hell this morning. I'm not feeling that great. When I got up this morning, I was really gonna stay in bed. I really had, I didn't feel like getting up. But if yesterday I would have pounded fish, I probably would have stayed home and got some sleep. If I would have just stayed home, sat on the couch all day, I'd have missed. This is how life, baby steps to the top. But also missing out and oh, I'm too lazy or I don't feel good. And then it starts going like this. Today, even if we don't catch any fish, we'll have a good day. At least we'll stay this. We get some fish, we're gonna go a little up, but we won the battle this morning just by not giving up and making sure we went fishing. So think about the next time you feel kind of crappy, you don't want to do something, do it, and you'll start making things better. skunk. Finally. Another tough day. Man, I don't even know what to say about that one. Lake Seymour usually has some great deep weed fishing for largemouth, but sadly, because we had flooding all this spring, the Trent River is way up, and Lake Seymour, the Trent River is basically just a branch of Lake Seymour. The weed's not there. There is next to zero weed out on that lake, other than in like 2 feet of water. Some lily pads. The fish aren't, the bigger fish anyway, don't seem to be in shallow water in docks or lily pads. They're probably pushed out, but it's really hard to get them when there's no weed. Now, I'm gonna hit the road home. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. As you can see, and maybe even hear, thunderstorms rolling in. Should have been good. Storm coming, the fish should have bit, and they're not. So this is all part of the struggle of fishing. As much as you think, oh wow, guys who fish a lot catch fish, guys who fish a lot have a lot of bad days too. So it's just, you got to do a whole bunch of bad days or not so good days to hit pay dirt. So this is like deja vu from yesterday's vlog. Tough fishing. I've been hanging out with the kids all afternoon. I got home from fishing a few hours ago, unloading the boat. Everything is soaked from the drive home. Absolutely poured rain. Here's a tip: when you get home and it rained on your boat on the way home, open your compartment. For all your stuff doesn't mold. I don't even know what to say about the fishing. It is so frustrating. I think that's what I really like about fishing. It's either really good or it's really bad. It's no just average days in fishing. Or I don't think there is. It's either like you smoke them or you absolutely got your butt handed to you. But I think the getting your butt handed to you is the part that makes me want to go back, work harder to figure it out. Post spawn is going to end and I'm going to have a much easier time catching fish when that happens. So right now I am hauling all of this in the house, and then we got some fear fishing questions from the YouTube. Alright, over the weekend we've had a couple of questions come in. Jim J wants to know what color of the Gambler works best for you. The one that I have is like a green pumpkin, but it's the only one I could find. It's the only color I've ever seen up here in Ontario. If you know where I can get more, let me know up here in Canada. But I probably have to go to Tackle Warehouse or one of those American sites to get a better selection. If they had blue and black, I'd throw that too. But the ones I have are like a green pumpkin, and they've worked really, really well for me over the last 2 years. I have a whole ton of them. I don't even know where Amber got them from, but she did, and they worked great. Catch a Freer. He wrote on YouTube, "Hey Fearless, I know pros like you use heavy bait casters, but for us amateurs, what do you think about a medium or medium light spinning to have more fun, not just muscle the fish in?" Now he's referring to the Autonomy River video where I'm frog fishing. It's not that I'm not a fishing pro to begin with. I'm not making any kind of living fishing. The pros are on the Elite Series and the FLW Walmart Tour. I'm just a guy who likes to fish. I'm only using a heavy bait caster. I get what he's saying about fighting the fish, but if you watch that video, that frog is a mile back there in some of the dirtiest, thickest swamp. First off, I don't know if you'll be able to cast a medium or medium light spinning rod, a frog that far back into there. And if you did get a hit, first off, you're gonna have a heck of a time setting hook at that distance, even with braided line. Probably not gonna be able to cast any heavier than about 15-pound braided line that far. So you're not even gonna get to play that fish out. The only reason, it's like golf clubs. Using a medium light spinning rod to frog fish in thick mat is kind of like using a driver to putt. It's not that I don't want to fight the fish out. I do enjoy using light line. If you want to, drive the barrel far, you got to use a driver. And if you want to putt, you need to use the putter. Well, that's the weekend, kid. It is now Sunday evening. Cooking some dinner. It's late dinner. Amber just got home from her class. We are having some movie time. Spend some time with the family before the busy week ahead. We will be missing the next 2 days of the vlog, so you will not see a vlog until Thursday, just because the kids are graduating. Emma's big graduation's tomorrow night, and then on Tuesday during the day, Ashton is graduating senior kindergarten. So congratulations to both kids. Emma starts high school next year. Extremely tough weekend fishing. I'm a lot frustrated. I don't like not catching fish. Really, it gets to me, and I haven't been feeling well the last 3 days at all. I feel like I have no energy, so I dragged myself out of bed today hoping that, it was going to be one of those things where I went, I caught, I conquered, and I got my butt kicked again, and I'm exhausted. So not only am I going to get to see both kids graduate, grade 8 and senior kindergarten, I'm also going to get 2 days to sleep in and get caught up, and hopefully I'll feel better. July 6th is when I'm going to see the blood doctor, and they're going to set up the phlebotomy. I believe that's the word, where they drain the blood. I'm so excited to get that on with. I just want to feel better and have more energy and not be sore. So I'm pumped about that. I'm pumped that you watch this and that you've been following along all this time. Please tell your friends. Subscribe to the FearFishing YouTube channel somewhere down here. Guys, I want to thank you. I wouldn't make these without you. You're a huge part of FearFishing. Send your questions. I will get answers to them from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.